Isn't that amazing? Isn't that a thing of beauty? Geekness. Beauty in its purest form. Lovely. Oh, and this computer thing's not bad either. No, only kidding. Anyway, right. Yes, this was a surprise. Where I work, I was in the cupboard where they put computers that are going to go to the scrapyard. So they say basically, if you see it in there, help yourself. So we were looking through, and it's a load of dead PCs, 486s and Pentiums. And right at the bottom of the pile, I saw, this was covered and stuff, but I saw this profile here. And my geek juices went into overdrive. And it was geek juicing all over the place. And I ran through several buildings, fetched one of the guys and said, something in there needs to be rescued before it goes to the scrapyard. So we both came back with a huge trolley, and two of us pulled this thing out. And well, it turns out, reading the back, it is an Aquired Digital Data Systems 8220 Unix terminal. That's all we knew about it at the time. Well, we didn't even know it was a Unix terminal. When I pulled it out, I hadn't a clue what it was. From the fact it's got no drives, we guessed it was a terminal, a dumb terminal. So, pulled it out, fired it up, and, well, you'll see, because I'm going to plug it in a moment. I'll fire it up. This thing is massive. Just to give you a sense of scale. It turns out, from looking on the inside, this was built in 1980. So it's a 1970s design. And, well, in 1980, if you wanted a home computer, especially in Britain, you're going to get a Sinclair. Now, I don't have a ZX80, which is from 1980, obviously, but I've got a ZX81. And, well, yes. Don't worry, it's tough, I can take it. It can fit inside the screen of this thing. It is massive. For other people, the console gamers, here's a sense of scale for you. That is a Mega Drive, otherwise known as a Genesis in America. Massive. Absolutely massive. This doesn't even fit, well, lengthways, I'd say about, let's have a look, 1, 2, 2¼ Mega Drives deep. So it is huge and weighs a ton. It wasn't in too good a shape when I picked it up, but I could see that it was just dirt, pure dirt. 30 years of dirt, because this was decommissioned, believe it or not. According to the pat test on the plug, this was in service until 2005. Now, there is a paper towel on the top. There is a reason for the paper towel on the top, because that is the engraving thing from where I work. So if I was to take that off, you'd see where I work. Not a good idea. There's some of the people around, as you can probably understand. The keyboard especially was, well, it was horrible. People who follow me on Twitter and Facebook will have seen the pictures of this before it was cleaned up. It was not good. This was rancid here, stickers here, stuff over here, the screen was filthy. It was just a mess. So, first of all, I think we'll power it on, and you can have a look at what she does and what we're going to do with it. Then we can have a look inside. Oh yeah. Right, I'm back. I've just plugged her in, and let's power her on and see what she does. She beeps, and after a few seconds, because it's CRT, an old CRT, needs to take a while to warm up, we get action. Yes, and you see that on screen. Let's have a look. Yes, there we go. We get action. We get a white cursor. Just while I've thought about it, this thing is so massive. I couldn't do this review in the lab. I'm having to put the camera really far back just to get it all in. Even in the living room. Anyway, we get a cursor and we can hit the keys. Nothing happens. Now, a bit of explaining to do for those people, perhaps the younger people who've never seen anything like this. This is what's known as a Unix dumb terminal. In the early 80s, when this was made, no such thing as a PC. PC was still a year ahead. So what you had was because computers were horrendously expensive, what you had was a central server, which was their main computer, and these. The server would contain all the software and storage for the computer. The computer has none of its own. It has no storage, no operating system, nothing. All it does is boot the hardware. That's it. So this has to be fed by another computer with its operating system and everything. Which brings me on to the project. Me and Electric Adventures. If you've not been to his channel, I've put a link below. He does old computers and reviews and chats and stuff. Very good channel. But me and he are working on a project where I'm going to build a cable to plug this, the serial port of this, into my laptop, and the laptop is going to emulate the original server. So we'll plug this in, and hopefully, with his help, because he used to set up, well, he knows about setting things up like this. He's doing some research on this particular config. So with his help, hopefully we can get an actual Unix terminal working, which is what I used at college. So that will be fascinating, and I can perhaps make some stuff in Pascal and COBOL and geeky assembly language stuff. Need tea to calm down. Right, so that's what she is, what she does now, and before we have a look inside, let's have a quick look around the back at the ports. Right, I've just brought you back because I forgot. For those people who never seen an old CRT like this, one of the things it does, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, is it makes some strange patterns when you switch it off. Ready? This will last a split second, but you might see something. Ready, go. Do you see that? Got lines going across and a light going to the centre as the CRT gun shut down and repositioned. Right, let's go to the back. Okay, this is the back. Not too much here, but hopefully this will help Electric Adventures to get an overview of this system as well. So, we got the A.D.D.S sticker there. Model, serial number's filled in, not the model. And moving over, A.D.D.S, applied stuff. Model description, CRT, model, serial number, power. Only interest to real geeks like me. Right, got the contrast for the CRT, auxiliary, and an EIA current loop. And over here you've got the modem dip switches to configure the modem to configure the serial port for communications. Right, let's go inside, shall we? Okay, the inside. CRT keyboard, which I'm not sure if it was ever screwed down. No, it wasn't. No, it's never been screwed. Very easy to remove. So out we go. The whole thing is very easy to work on. The motherboard is under here in a rack, and you just unscrew it from the back, slides it out. I am not doing that. I have no intention of doing that at the moment. But I may have to, because there were more dip switches back there. There's one. Great. One. Oh no, two. Sorry for my head in the way. there are two banks of dip switches back there. I have no clue what they are. The other problem we've got with this is there's no, it's so rare, there's no information on it online whatsoever. So we have no idea what hardware's in there. But it's not going to be powerful because it didn't do its own stuff, really. It did its own processing, but storage and all that. The OS, you know what I mean. Right, let's turn it around. Dangerous. This is the power board for the monitor, capacitors. If anybody finds a computer like this, especially the younger ones who don't know what they're doing, do not mess with these. They store charges and can give you a very nasty shock. Talking of which, here's the CRT, just make sure it's all in shot. Yeah, I'll do. Here's the CRT itself. Once again, kiddie winkles, or anybody who doesn't know what they're doing and finds a computer like this, if you strip it down, don't play around the CRT at all. Because without earthing, the back of there contains up to 20,000 volts, which is enough to fire you up to 12 feet through the air and possibly kill you. So, don't play. Several date codes here. 7th of August 1980 on the transformer, July 1980 on the chassis for the monitors. And that gives it an assembly date of approximately 1980. So, that is her. That is she. The adjuster's down there, but obviously very careful if you're in that area. May get the motherboard out at one time, but I want to get it configured first before I do that. So as you can see, it's all modular, very easy to work on. So, if anybody knows anything about this thing, please get in touch. Or if you've got any questions, anything you want to see a photograph of, again, get in touch. Other than that, thank you very, very much. I look forward to getting this working.